Welcome aboard, everyone. My name is Simon and we are the Whales of Wall Street. We are going through Ethernity Chain for this awesome NFT marketplace crypto asset. We've covered this in a previous video. We cover all its updates and we are going to do the same today. Quick one on this. I think it's phenomenal. So one thing I didn't realize about these NFTs is as the seasons go along and stats change of sports people that they have NFTs for, their assets change digitally automatically on the NFTs you own as well. I thought that was really cool. By the way, I absolutely love the creatives on all of these. We'll go through a couple more of them on the actual Ethernity website in a second, but check that out. Look at that. That's just absolutely beautiful. This is relating to the different statistics of different colors, different aspects of the game, especially when they get into higher stats for the particular game of that week. They get the really cool fiery NFT aspect of the content. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love it. Let's check the marketplace as well. So they got the Morina NFT drop coming. So obviously a fantastic legend of the NFT game. So Miami's finest Morina drops his NFTs on the 18th of September. So if you are an NFL fan or a Miami fan, of course, try and get involved. Get yourself some if you can. There's going to be various editions worth, of course, and some of them do absolutely fly off the shelves, as it were. Really excited. This one here was quite cool. The Dak Prescott, absolutely phenomenal creative there. It's beautiful. 75 editions, 73 available, so loads those ones left, but some of the other ones have sold out or gone really quickly. I've had multiple ones of singing artists recently. The Lionel Messi ones absolutely flew off the shelf. I think one of them went for something like $9 million, which is absolutely mental. But really cool stuff there as well. It's a really good partnership that they've got going with him, and long may it continue. Hopefully more and more sports people get involved. I would like to see some like female sports people as well, and just generally different sports, different aspects of culture and people all on this NFT marketplace. Would be really cool to get everyone involved. So take a look at that. As obviously staking opportunities still available with ERN, but I just thought I'd pinpoint these little bits and pieces before we go into some of the chart information on Ethernity Chain. But yeah, do keep an eye on that Morina drop later, I believe this week. I can't believe, guys, like we're mid-September already. I don't know what's going on with the time and everything. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, 18th is this Saturday. Well, it certainly is for 4 or 5 days away, so not far at all. So let's go into the chart, guys. Please make sure, if you have not done so already, to like the video if you find it informative, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and press the notification bell button if you want to be notified of our awesome videos coming your way in the future. Those that don't know much about Ethernity Chain or the NFT aspect of it, go and check out our intro video. I'll leave it at the end of this one. It's really cool. I'm not saying that because it's our channel and it's the video I did, but it's cool because Ethernity Chain is generally cool. So let's go into this chart. We said previously about potential buy opportunities on the drops. So we managed to hit this area here on the way down from when we previously did a video. Because of the Bitcoin day and in general the days following, we managed to hit this one as well. I don't know if we'll go directly down to this particular level. I will need to perhaps look at I tell you what, let's just see if I can do something here really quickly to get some kind of indication as to perhaps where we may potentially get to. Let's just stick it there a second. That's fairly accurate. Yeah, I think it's going to be not impossible, but I think this histogram here is showing that we're sort of cooling off that period of selling and maybe potentially moving into the momentum of some sort of upside with the Ethernity Chain. That's not to say it definitely won't come down back here. The reason I put those buying orders in here before, sorry the history is not massive on this particular data chart of Binance, we haven't had really many support levels down in these areas. So we also had this great bullish momentum up here with the Lionel Messi tokens and everything else that was launching. we had the drop down, profit taking was pretty natural, and people perhaps missed out on first editions and then maybe didn't bother with the other ones. But I do believe, like, I mean, obviously today's been a good day so far. The price point is sitting at just around $14.50. So obviously nowhere near at the moment yet of that previous $21 high. In fact, what I will do is make sure I mark that for future reference in videos, and we can use that as a reference point for potential resistance when we get back up to that section. So I have a couple bits and pieces to point here. So we have a lot of touch points on around this area, just around here, and that indicates where we had these yellow lines. If you remember, we said we might touch this area again and then drop back down, and we have done so. So I'm just going to put this in here as well, because actually if you look across the board, particularly in this area and around here, this could be another area where we have some resistance. So when we do eventually come back up, it might be something to think about, that we may have a bit of a correction again before an upside. So maybe taking us into October before we see those high levels again, around sort of $18 to $20. So let's see how we go. But yeah, this is really interesting from this aspect as well. If we just draw quickly around here, this area around here is quite interesting, because obviously we had the Bitcoin drop day. We retaliated quite well for Ethernity Chain, ERN on the exchange, and we tried again to get this bearish momentum in, and it just wouldn't happen. So I'm hoping that this level here around $12.41 is becoming a new support level, and hopefully we're looking to try and achieve this one, because I think with the drops that are coming and the more and more that they do each week, there's always going to be some really good encouragement around this project. So if we can get a tail off, and I'll draw this one in here as well, just around about here, I think. So if we can try and get a close above this line, whether it be today or certainly in the next 2-3 days, I truly believe that we can get that support mechanism and start pushing up. So as I said in the histogram, the cooling off period is occurring. The MACD is narrowing slightly, so it is going in the right direction for Ethernity Chain. And also the RSI, having already had this big drop down here around the sort of, excluding the Bitcoin day, but we've already had sort of around these areas of 40. So I think that's quite an achievement, in the sense that we perhaps maybe have seen the worst part, certainly in the short term, of the Ethernity drop. So what I will do here is just to give you a bit of an information concept here. Since the 21st of July up to that high point there, that's quite phenomenal. 334% growth as of this top point here to this low point. In fact, I'm going for this one here, because I don't like the Bitcoin day, don't want to give it more attention. So we've already had around about 50 to 60% drop on this asset already. I was anticipating, usually you tend to see sort of between 30 and 60%, certainly around 50% reduction. So that kind of confirms that we may have already established that area as the 50%. It'd be horrendous if we start dropping even further, because I do believe the Ethernity platform, or ERN, is absolutely phenomenal, and it's still, in my opinion, undervalued compared to other NFT platforms and certainly NFT infrastructures. But I think they've got such a great marketing community around them. The NFT marketplace is fantastic, the partnerships are fantastic, and more will be coming. Do not doubt that. And certainly not just in sports, of course they'll delve into films and things like that, but I think we're edging towards certainly trying to confirm this level 1232-ish as a support level to get us pushed up to this level. Like I said, if we can get some closes over this line or just above it for a couple of days, we can start pushing up, and I truly believe towards the end of September, beginning of October, we can start pushing back up again towards that $18 to $20. So I think it's not going to be an easy ride, but of course things like the new drops like the Morina one, and many others coming, might help organically push that chart number up. So we will look at this again in a few days time. In fact, let's do this perhaps at the weekend. Once that drop has occurred, we'll see what kind of reaction that does to the chart, both beforehand and on the day, and the tail off afterwards as well, because we're really interested to see that kind of like almost in a sort of a real time. It's not going to be live as such, but certainly over that period of time I think it'll be really interesting. So yeah, do keep an eye on that. We are starting to get a bit more momentum back into Eternity Chain. So I would anticipate that we might start hitting back at these potential resistance levels that we had previously in not too far away distance time at all. I really want to see the narrowing of that MACD and switching back over. We've had a really big channel here of sell-off. It's almost matched essentially a similar time frame to the big volumes that we're going in. So hopefully we've leveled off. Like I said, we've hit that well over 50% mark already, all the way down to there between 50 and 55. So it is showing signs of improvement and turning back to the upside. So guys, let us know if you're holding ERN on your portfolio. Let us know what you think of Ethernity, and also tell us if you hold any NFTs from this chain. I'm really interested to know how you found the procedure, how you found the experience, and what collectibles have you got. I really want to know, because I'm trying to decide whether I want to buy my first ever NFT, and I want some encouragement, so give it to me. Guys, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you see us in the next video of Ethernity Chain ERN at the weekend. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.